Alright everyone, if you're hearing my voice now, you know it's late, as well as anybody knows it's late in the night. And they're giving me the radio station again, so how about that? I'll only keep you all until I get bored, and then I'll pass the station over to the crew at Old Golden's Songs of a Time Before This. Yeesh, alright. That's who's up next. But first, you got me. Anywho, starting off the night with an instrumental tune from this classic film, one that I actually have a poster of in my office here. 1996's Distinction Kills, the experimental epic. I love this movie. I love the music from this movie specifically. I mean, the movie itself is great, but I don't know, the music is just perfect. It's got a good contrast to what's happening in the movie. It's a very slow burn and experimental, confusing picture, and they got this rhythmic kind of beat-oriented backbone to it that keeps it driving along. So you got something very certain here over the uncertainty of the rest of the thing. So that's what I got here. I got Seymour here. Seymour's here, everyone. He's not going to be on tonight. He's actually taking photographs of the studio now, and we're going to record this show and make a whole thing out of it. It's going to be like a picture show. And yeah, so hi Seymour. They can't see you waving. But hello. This show tonight is going to feature my picks, personally, for the best in the audible art form, best in recording, at least in my opinion right now. And we're going to have my top picks, and that's what it's going to be tonight. I also know that my knuckle-dragging listeners here won't ever stop criticizing the way that I do my show. I know you, but still I accept all the fan mail, and we'll take calls during the show, but I warn you, if you try to insult me or anything like that, I'll play something you'll really hate, and I don't care if nobody's listening. This is from me, and I'm doing the show, so screw all of you. And I don't really mean all of you, but some of you nuts really piss me off, so that's the warning. Anyway, that was the theme to Distinction Kills, composed by Holt Gray, great man, great composer. Now we move on to a great album, which I have pinned up behind me here actually, Fire Overhead by Typography. A very funky bunch of folks. This song is the third one off the album. It's called TV Hide, so let's... Oh, we're getting a call. Alright, pick it up. Hello, what's your name and where you're from?
Hi there. I'm Emma from Richfield, Utah.
Hello, caller.
Hi, I love your show and I listen all the time. I just called in to ask if you could turn down the chatter during the music and just let the songs play without commentary. No. I know you...
If you want to listen to the music, I give you the name of the song and the band. Look it up on YouTube or Spotify. I'm gonna talk about the music. That's my show. That's the point of my show. You're calling in to mess with me at this point. You know how it goes. You can hear it uninterrupted somewhere else. What is the purpose of me being here if I'm just going to introduce the songs? Alright, here's TV Hides by Typography. Jeez.
TV hides a pedal nasty disguise, canned laughter and manufactured passion paints glue on the thighs, streaming on both sides, opinion decision deep fried, just how I like my choices, 10 pieces, no lie, bleed a god in a frothy blood before letting up from your mind, so it goes, no lie, I can tell your high line of intelligent thinking would see right through these eyes, but blink again and it's bona fide. So now I don't watch your TV shows, who knows what they mean when they say the TV owns must be some sci-fi, it ain't that serious bro, you mean you know, remember I'm the one with the remote and that ain't no lie. It doesn't take a lot to watch it. It doesn't take the ball to drop it. It doesn't need a wall to stop it. Shouldn't have to call to wash it. You're far too tall to fit the pocket, so let's get rockin'. First you're clocking and then you walk in, and after dropping your online shopping and hired mopping, you're sobbing, can turn to jogging or sorta kinda walking. First step could be to get in a hobby if you wanna. Pick any genre, take a painting, depict flora and fauna. Leave your self-made sauna in your cycle of squalor before you end up like every other iPad son or daughter.
Alright, I'm gonna talk. So, this is the way I do it. I talk, okay? Typography made major changes when coming to this album, as far as I remember. They used to be big fans of anarchy in their music, maintaining a lot of the real punk aesthetics, but for this album, they decided to switch it up completely and take a more methodical approach to composition, which I was a fan of. Personally, I'm a big fan of that. And instead of the lead singer's patented, like, moan-like singing, he had a very groany singing. He often used, he had more of a spoken word approach to the lyrics, and this was all based on the military, or like an organized theme between them, and they wanted to convey the machine-like production of propaganda in the U.S., and that's why, that's what the whole point of the song is, to draw focus away from the TV shows, or what the TV shows, and orient your attention towards what the TV hides. Ain't that clever? I also love the lick in the chorus. Here's the best part.
Sit down and watch your TV shows. Who knows what they mean when they say the TV owns? Must be some sci-fi. It ain't that serious, bro. You're being weirdo. Remember, I'm the one with the remote, and that ain't no lie.
I'm the one with the remote, and that ain't no lie. That was TV High. It's by Typography. And yeah, well, what a great band there. All right, moving up a few decades now, we're going to a Gull Coast track here from their debut album, The Sickly Measures All Taken Getting Closer from 2012. This song's called Don't Be Afraid of Butterflies. All right, yeah, let's put needle to wax here. I got it right here. I like the start with the heartbeats like that. It's interesting. I mean, I think it's a love song. Right. I mean, my take of it is that since it's the closer of the album, and a lot of the themes of it are pushing away from your vices, when the rest of the album is like, it gives more of a feeling that you're being drawn in by them, like you're lured in, and then finally there's the big push at the end. I think that's a good way of looking at it, though there's still some sadness there for not having whatever it is anymore. I'm assuming it's a person in your life, but there's also talk of drug use on the album, all that type of stuff. They're not my favorite set here, but the instrumentation's droning under with a seemingly like messy, unrehearsed vocals overhead give an interesting feeling to me. I feel like they capture that vibe very well.
No matter how independent I am, she could stir me up in a second flat. How about that? Never been acquainted with the range that she had to humor every one of my acts, to draw the conversation to its true limit. Topics painted black. That's when I knew I had to back away from her jazz.
This song also,
perfect liquid pour.
This song also has like one of the most perfect last lines of any song I've ever heard. So we'll hear that later.
So I'll just admit to myself that she was just too much. So much life in her for such a scrawny, meek-looking chunk. When the moon fills to the brim, I'll know I've had enough, and right about that time I'll have finished packing all my stuff.
There's claps. Oh, and then we got this surround sound keyboard thing. That's pretty nice. Yeah. The instrumentation, rather than focusing on distinct electronic factors or notable parts, worries more about creating a sensational harmony between all the separate pieces of it. You'll hear like heart thumping, the electronic like, buzzing. You'll hear
Don't be afraid of butterflies crawling in
you'll hear snaps. You hear that? And you'll hear like pots and pans clanking, birds cawing in the background like that really slowed down or something. All of that would seem to be jarring in theory, but it works with everything else going on here. It's kind of like overwhelming and still a laid-back sense. It captures the emotional setting of the track, I think.
It doesn't take a lot to step out the door and ignore the part that's telling me it's too far gone. Cause she can convince me of anything ripped out of my core. There's nothing that could keep her from knocking down my door. Deny, the time has passed me by. I'd say it's happened about 3 times now. This time around I could be driven back into town, but it's all gotta be left behind.
Alright, here's the best part.
Remember when I used to break far too fast. Remember all the times my head was shoved up my own ass. Remember,
can't hear that on the
day
radio.
we walked around the Canton Plaza. But I'm gonna do my best to forget all about it because it hurts and I just don't wanna.
Ooh, there it is. Because it hurts and I just don't wanna. When something hits like that, oh, I love that. And then it kind of drones out here. You hear the keyboard coming. Talks about how much he remembers every single one of these little pieces about the person, and then finally it's just like, remember this, remember that. Well, I'm gonna do my best not to because it hurts and I just don't wanna. I don't know. It's good. It's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. That was "Don't Be Afraid of Butterflies" by Gull Coast, 2012. All right, and what do we got next? We have any calls, Seymour? Oh, well, let them through then. You don't have to back them up, you know. You could just let them ring. You ring, like, let them call whenever they want. I don't want to waste people's time here. Hello?
Hello there!
Who are you and where you're from?
It's Johan from Santa Fe, Canada here. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I'm calling because I have a song recommendation here that I think you'd enjoy.
What is it?
The song is called "The Fantastic Egg Show."
We're not playing the egg show.
It runs pretty
We're
long.
not doing that one tonight. Sorry. I don't have time. I don't have time for the egg show. God, you guys are crazy. What could I say that hasn't already been said about the egg show like a million times? All right. Do we have another caller?
Hey,
Name and place?
I'm Jane Doe from Thneedville. Listen, man, you gotta stop talking over the music.
God damn.
Do you even want people to listen to what you're...
Stupid people. This is how I do it. That's it. I don't even want to take the next caller. They can call back if they really have something to say. We're moving on to... Actually, let's go back to the DK soundtrack. Where'd I just put that record? I'm gonna play one of these songs to calm me down. It'll get rid of the bad energy in the room tonight. You guys are giving me bad energy. You hear that? Bad aura. Oh, I'm losing my goddamn mind. Where's the... Oh, here it is. And here it goes. Track 9, titled "It's Rubbing Off," from the DK soundtrack. Hulk Gray, here we go. I love the drums on this one. And the entire song's just like a slow crescendo, starting with the bass here, the electronic bass. Then soon you'll hear the high synths kick in, or on the really high end. Like just barely, as if it's like trying to like make your goosebumps sprout up. And then, here, let's wait for that. Yeah, you can kind of hear it there. And then this moves into the piano hits. These gigantic chords scaling across the piano. I'm assuming done electronically. This plays as the movie comes to a close. There it is. Yeah, this plays at the end of the movie, and you see the Chuckler. Chuckler's the main character, sitting there covered in Newt's right blood. Oh, spoiler warning, by the way, Newt dies. And he's just sitting there, and you see the sorrow in his face as it has the slow zoom. There it is. Oh, this struck gold with this. I love this. There's that strike from there. And then it all calms down right here. This is great. And the melody only comes in now. Here. There it is. Oh, we have another caller. All right. Hello, who is this and where you're from?
Why are you taking my call while the song is playing? The song is literally still going and you're taking a call over it. What makes you think you should do that?
All right, nope. That's it. We're doing it. Forget this shit. Forget this. Next up is the 7-minute ballet Crossing Over, composed by Rosco Crosca in 2 parts in the year 2000, the intention of which being to depict the mundane insanity of modern life through repetitive rhythms and free jazz-inspired group melodies. You all are gonna love this. Flooding the rest of the piece. That's what it is. The entire thing in 2 parts. Oh, I mean, look at the shape of this record. You ignorant listeners out there can't see it, but dang, this shouldn't even be able to play. Jeez, man. All right, here we are. Crosca's masterpiece. Starts off with these drums. Now, I'm not going to turn this off until somebody calls in to say they're sorry. That's it. I'm gonna go take a piss. Has anybody called in, Seymour? Okay. Great. I live for this. You know that I live. You all. You deserve the annoyance of this. Not to say it's annoying. I mean, it's supposed to be annoying. It's a masterpiece. Seymour, how many listeners are we at now? Are you kidding? Okay. Alright, this is a great piece, and I respect the hell out of Rosco Crosca for the wonderful work he put onto this planet, but there's other stuff I want to listen to right now. So let me just skip to the end of this one here, because the ending is the greatest part. Oh, I want everybody to hear that. It's when everything goes crazy. There it is. Everything comes at you. Really builds up nice, huh? And then you get the drums. Hear that? I wish you used more of that in the song. I guess that wasn't the point. But okay, now we go on to... Alright, let's do one more now that we have so many people here. I want to go to Red Spots. I got this one on my wall up there too, to the left of me. Philip Creiner, 1965. This is currently my favorite song off the album, at least right now. Everything on here is fantastic, but this one's just been stuck in my head for the past few days. So here's Wendy's Last Location.
It doesn't take a lot to set your worried ills off in a jar across the floor. Especially when any words uttered by the other dolls deserve to be ignored. When their concerns travel far, far through you. They season dried out turkey and you thought nobody else would take. recipes in a box couldn't lead them to accuse you that you fake.
Now to me, the lyrics seem to be themed around an aspiring cook who can't join the cool cooks club or whatever. But I think it can be applied to anyone on the outside of whatever work culture or club or whatever they're aspiring to be ingrained in. So, I just thought it was interesting how you could kind of push that on if you listen to the lyrics.
That you were too much of a dreamer, and it doesn't take all that much for you to know that there's one place you ought to go. It's 2 days past Friday.
No. Yeah, don't hang up neither. Just let it play over the song. They want to hear the songs. They want to hear the song so bad they can get out of here and they can go listen to it on their own. Nobody called in to apologize. Not one of these jerks. We have one of the highest listener amounts of my entire career, and not one of them called in to apologize. So I don't care. Keep it right.
And it happens to excite you beyond your
Alright, great.
former limits that you have finally had.
How many listeners are we at today? Fantastic. Well, to you 8 out there, this is the last of the songs tonight before I relinquish my power to the next guys. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. You 8 are the true fans. I'm telling you that. Alright. Well, we'll let this play out. This is from the album Red Spots, Wendy's Last Location. Bye. And then good night, everybody. I'll see you next time. That'll be a great recording.